Hi everybody, it's Mackenzie, and today I wanted to talk to you guys about mastitis. As you know, I am breastfeeding my third baby, Nehemiah, and I have never experienced mastitis before, but now I have experienced it, and I just wanted to share with you guys some things about this. First of all, mastitis usually, most commonly, is what happens when you aren't feeding enough, like if you're skipping feedings or trying to delay feedings, giving babies pacifiers, stuff like that. Your breasts get too full and sometimes you'll get like a clogged duct, and if that goes untreated it can turn into mastitis, or sometimes it's just from not emptying your breast often enough, and in severe cases it can turn into an actual infection that you cannot get rid of without antibiotics. So I have heard of women having mastitis, I've read about mastitis, but I was fortunate that I never had to deal with it myself. Then about a week and a half ago or so, one nipple was sore, my boob was sore, especially if I touched it, and I had like red streaks all over and one big huge red spot, and I was like, great, I bet I have mastitis, but I didn't want to self-diagnose, so I texted my midwife and told her what was going on, and she was like, sounds like you definitely have mastitis, and she gave me natural things to do in hopes that I could get rid of it. Now, usually mastitis is paired with a really bad fever and flu-like symptoms. However, I caught mine early enough that I never got the high fever. I get a small fever the night after we had kind of started realizing what it was and doing things to help, but I never got a really high fever. I never had the throwing up or anything. Once my midwife and I realized what was going on, she said, you know, I recommend you staying in bed and doing skin to skin as often as possible. You know, preferably just stay in bed with your baby all day. Nurse as much as he'll let you. If you still feel full, pump as much as you can to keep your breast emptied. And then she recommended cabbage leaves and hot showers just to let my breast heal. So I was like, this is horrible, I don't want to have this, awful, awful, awful. So I did it. We bought a cabbage, I put a big leaf over every time, and did everything I could to get rid of it. I tried to stay in bed, although that's very difficult with two other toddlers. And I just, you know, as soon as the cabbage leaf would get like warm after it had been cold from the fridge, then I'd get another one, and I had already been pumping extra, but I started pumping 3 times a day just to get rid of the mastitis, and fortunately after about 3 days it subsided and I wasn't red anymore or sore anymore. Like when I'm nursing the baby, if I pointed his nose towards where the clogged areas were, where it hurt the most, or like if you have a clogged duct you can do this too, that it would help drain it faster. So I did that, and so fortunately I was able to kick it without going to my actual doctor and getting antibiotics. So thank you, Jesus, for watching over me in that. Like I said, usually mastitis is caused from, you know, prolonging feedings, giving binkies, supplementing with formula, or, you know, whatever. And I don't really understand exactly how I got it, because he nurses like every 1 to 2 hours during the day, about every 4 at night, and I was pumping even before I got mastitis. I was pumping every morning as soon as I woke up and every night right before I went to bed. And you know, then once I got mastitis I started pumping 3 times a day just to get rid of it. I'm not sure 100% why I got it, but I'm so glad that we were able to get rid of it. I've heard things like tight bras can cause it too, or anything restrictive can cause, you know, a problem. So Not sure, but thankful to have gotten rid of it and thankful to be moved on, and I'm really hoping that I don't get it again. That is it. So that's just what's been going on with breastfeeding recently, and I'll probably do a regular update on breastfeeding as a whole soon, but yes, that is our experience now. First time ever with mastitis. I should have known I couldn't go on breastfeeding forever and not get it, but yeah, now I know what it's like, and I am so sorry to all the moms who've had to experience it because it stinks. And I didn't even have the really bad, you know, I think I kicked it fast, but yeah, some women have to endure that pain for, you know, a couple weeks, and I just can't imagine doing that and also having to take care of children. So thank you all for watching, and leave your questions and comments below, and I will see you in our next update. Bye.